There's a bunch of crazy Starfield leaks again. Let's look into this. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So we know that Starfield is coming this year, probably first half of 2023. I mean, that's actually official information. You can check it on Bethesda website. And we know that Bethesda is planning some sort of show where they will show more of a gameplay, and probably will share the official release date, right? That's all what we know. That's the official information we've got. But there's been some crazy leaks surrounding this game lately, and I want to talk about them because a lot of them are false, and I don't want to people to get too excited about stuff. And I think that first off, I want to talk about that the most recent one. There was a screenshot of this kind of Starfield lady in front of, like, I don't know, some sort of window looking over some sort of like galaxy or something. It did look Starfield alright, but that was actually fake because a lot of people got too excited and they maybe thought that, hey, something official is coming. I mean, you know, in reality, yes, there's something official coming because we know that Starfield is actually coming out pretty soon, and on top of that, we know that official showcase, let's call it, is going to happen anytime soon, right? And I know that there was a lot of talk about this show being a February show and stuff, but looks like that's not going to happen, I don't think, because it's February 18th, and February is actually a shorter month, so I don't think they're going to make it unless this would be literally the end of February. So I guess that's a possibility for sure, but if anything, I think it's going to be early March if I were to be if anything, really. I'm not saying that I know that, but I'm just saying that, February is probably too late, right? I mean, they would have to, usually they announce it like a week before or something like that. So yeah, but there's not much time left, in my opinion. And also Jess Gordon actually during Xbox 2 podcast was talking about the fact that he expects this show to be like late February. That was a couple of days ago when he said that, or beginning of March, right? So I'm not sure what's going on. I have a feeling that they were planning this show for February, but I think somebody did ask Bethesda on Discord what's going on with that show, and they kind of suggested that the show was internally delayed, that they had some issues they have to tackle. So not sure if that was issues with the show or maybe issues with the game or something. I don't know. Either way, looks like we still have to wait. So that show is probably going to be in March, probably not earlier. That's one thing. Another thing is that, like, this also goes to show that we should not expect Starfield to release in March, because I've seen so many people expecting Starfield to launch in March. That's not going to happen. I even seen some crazy leaks, crazy suggestions, or maybe just wishful thinking, that Starfield would get shadow dropped, just like the Hi-Fi Rush did. Listen, Starfield is too big of a game to actually shadow drop it. Let's face it. Starfield is probably going to be one of the biggest games this generation. And I'm not even talking about Xbox as an ecosystem. I'm talking about, like, gaming wise, right? Every single time, any like Fallout games, these were very big, gaming events. Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, prior games, these were huge events, and we keep talking about Skyrim to this day, and people keep playing that game still. So the kind of most exciting thing about Starfield is the fact that it's not yet another Fallout or another Elder Scrolls. That's brand new IP. From Bethesda, we kind of know what to expect of them, right? There's going to be certain Bethesda style kind of parts of the game, but you know, it's sci-fi. It's in space. We'll be able to visit like all these planets. So it's exciting. It's literally the biggest games Bethesda built ever. So yeah, there's something. So yeah, that kind of game really needs marketing and you know, proper preparation and that kind of stuff. And this is not one of those smaller Xbox Game Pass kind of games. Like Hi-Fi Rush is a game like that, right? I mean, I've already seen some people complaining that they didn't really market this game and they did not advertise it before anyway. So, but hey, you're not going to please everyone, I guess, right? But Hi-Fi Rush is a good game, so play it if you can. It's still on Game Pass. It will be on Game Pass forever, I guess. So yeah, don't expect Starfield in March. I'm talking about the release. I'm still on the fence for April. I think that April will be a perfect month to actually launch it. If not, because there's more and more leaks and people talking about that June release for Starfield. Like Jez Corden talks about it. Jeff Grubb talks about it. I think there was somebody else suggesting that it might be June. Randall Thor seems to be on the same page with Jez Corden that it's going to be June release as well. And I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, generally speaking, like I don't mind, but like it kind of feels weird to release that kind of game in June. It's beginning of summer, so like if any, like I said many times in my previous videos, if anything, I would probably decide to delay the game and launch it in September. So for me personally, like I guess date wise, I don't know the state of the game, so I can't really judge if the game would be ready for April, for example, like late April. But April would make more sense, or even like end of May, I guess, because Redfall is coming in, is it 2nd or 6th of May? I think there's going to be like a 3-day early access to this game, so who knows when that's actually game is actually launching. That's beginning of May, so I guess, but still, you know, do you want to release Starfield like literally 2 or 3 weeks after Redfall? Probably not. So, and that's their game as well. So, I mean, that's Bethesda game, not Bethesda Studio, but Bethesda publishing game as well, Redfall, right? So that's Arcane Studio, part of Bethesda. So it makes no sense to actually release them. And so I think April would actually make more sense. But actually thinking about it, like April, May, that's too close anyway. So maybe June it is, who knows, right? But I just think that like April is going to be a month where not too many games going to be available. There's going to be a lot of games anyway, but I mean, it's going to be one of those slower months, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because even because March is going to be crazy, April probably not. Because even Star Wars Jedi Survivor has been delayed until like end of May. So that makes even less. I know these are not the same type of games, but you know what I mean. Like it's all about like people's time and stuff, right? So listen, either way, I don't expect this game to launch in March. The actual showcase in March, yes, it's probably going to happen. But don't expect this game to release probably until, June, I guess, or maybe later. Who knows, right? I think September is still on the cards, in my opinion, but we will have to wait and see. So, guys, that's the video. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks for support. I really appreciate it. Let me know when you think Starfield is going to launch, when that actually makes sense. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.